I've looked at the website, seen some of the stuff you've done on there, and you've also got the potential, people are putting up the prices around you. And these other knock-ons that you mentioned there, these tariffs, I'm not sure how they're really affecting...
Steve, everyone including, as you know, right, I'll wind me necking, right, as you know, all the prices are going to go up. But what happens when the prices go up is that the scrap metal prices go down. It's not pro rata. It's not the same. I buy scrap metal from people and sometimes sell them scrap metal from a retail point of view, but it's not the same. I have the Albanians coming in going, oh no, we want £10 a kilo, or we go somewhere else. I go, brother, how can I make something worth £5 worth £10? Because Donald Trump has just made sure it's not. I can't make the value of scrap metal go up just because I want to. It's not the same as buying a drill, Steve. You buy a drill yesterday at £100, tomorrow it'll be 120. But it doesn't work like that for scrap. We're at the mercy of the market.
Yeah.
So my prices have gone down. Do you know what, Steve? I was buying copper at £5 a kilo on Friday. I'm buying it at £3.50 a kilo now. So you tell me how much profit I'm making now.
I would imagine absolutely nothing.
Yes, brother. But your rates department have no idea what goes on with these businesses. I have just lost, maybe, I hope to God not, 50,000 quid a year. And you think I'm not eligible for a bloody hardship rates, really? Are you kidding me? I've got to choose who I make redundant now. And how's that going to help the council? I don't know whether you believe me.
It's a vicious circle in that respect. I understand and it's something that we've heard before from other businesses, but obviously yourself is an immediate thing, isn't it?
Brother, I'd say it's an immediate thing, because the man who owes me 30 grand today is now not paying me, right? Because he's telling me about Donald Trump's bloody tariffs. Could you lose 30? If I don't get paid today, we go out of business. That's it. And all my charitable work for Luton, which I'll make sure is in every bloody Facebook page you can imagine, will stop.
Goes out the window as well, yeah. Listen, I've got your email address here. Is it steelscrap@hotmail.com?
Yeah, you're agreeing with me, but all you're going to do is send me a hardship form. You're not actually listening to what I'm saying.
I'm listening, and I am agreeing with you because I can see the points you're making. The way the situation is.
Brother, if those, Steve, right? If those rates could be brought down to a manageable size that actually equates to my business, I pay as much rates as Screwfix, who do 50 million quid a year. They're next door to me. And do you know what, Steve? Their customers create more mess on that industrial estate with Costa coffee cups. I'm the only one that cleans that industrial estate up because I'm the only private business on it.
No, I can understand it. I mean, I'll send you the stuff out, right? So at least what I'll do, I'll give details on how to approach the VOA about the looking at the overall costs. Okay, a reevaluation. I'm going to have to go onto the website and dig out their email address for that one, and also I'll give you some updates on how we can look. How you can apply for the hardship.
The hardship thing, Steve, needs to be. Sorry to talk over you. Right. It needs to be implemented fucking quickly, brother. Unless you want me to make 2 people redundant by Friday, so they can go on the dole at Luton, and then if this becomes too difficult, I take scrap metal to stop pikeys from throwing it in hedges. Then you have to go and clear up called fly tipping. And you want to penalise me? Even if you could bring it down to a manageable 500 a month, at least I can only have to sack one person. Honestly, brother, what do you think I'm sitting here doing? I'm sitting here making Facebook videos to try and let everyone know, you'll see them later, that we're trying to cope with this Donald Trump nonsense. You can't argue with an Albanian who's got it in his head that he wants £10 a kilo for something when I can only pay him £3.50.
Yeah, because he's not paying any attention to what Trump's doing, is he?
Well, half of them are illegal bloody immigrants anyway. They don't give a shit. Look, these people I deal with, they don't care about Luton Council. They don't care about the rubbish they make. I do care about those things. I don't want to see rubbish on my industrial estate. I don't want to see fly-tipped stuff in a hedge because I've had to say no to them, so they just go and throw it in a hedge in a Tesco's trolley.
Yeah.
You're agreeing with me to death.
I have to, because I can't find anything not to agree with in what you're saying, John. That's the thing, the information that you've said, I fully understand.
I don't want you understanding, Steve. I need help.
So if we can get anything, we can. Is there anything we can do? I said we'll try. I am personally limited to what I can do.
Oh, here we go. You're backing off now, are you? Oh, for God's sake.
If there was some way of saying, recognising what you're doing.
Steve,
if I had any influence, I'd try. But
brother, all I'm trying to do is feed and clothe homeless people in Luton, avoid fly tipping, and make sure that customers, as in a lot of the other merchants in Luton, get paid via bank transfer other than being offered cash, which is illegal. I'm doing everything the right way, and yet the criminals are still in business, right? And you're hassling me. I just need some relief from that 676 to a little bit less, because then I don't have to sack 2 people. I only have to sack 1. And they will go straight to the dole office, and it will cost you much more. I don't understand this. We're not Screwfix. We're not a multi-million pound business. Steve, we're a business that is actually helping the community who works with the council when they want a bit of scrap taken away. I don't understand this. This is nonsense.
The business with the valuation office, I think you do need to actually pursue it.
No, because my mental health, right, my paranoia and my anxiety, I am not having those people crawl around my building. You can clearly see that I'm a registered charity at that building. Now, I'm not saying that the scrap metal, Steve, pays for the homeless stuff, because it comes out of my pocket, 600 quid a week. I tell you what, brother, 3 years ago, Amazon even gave us 2.5 grand because we're a registered charity. Have you not seen me giving out Tesco bags of foods to homeless, to old age people on Facebook? God almighty.
No, I've seen the website and that. I've been on and had a look at it. When you mentioned it last time, I thought I'll have a look.
It's me trolling the streets, helping people. All I want to do, Steve, is continue to help people because, and this will make a great story, right? I am helping people in Luton that the council are unable to help. I'm also stopping fly tipping. I'm also sending away criminals and reporting them to the police. And you want to make it hard for me to continue to do that. Brother, I'm just looking for a couple of £100 that will save someone's wages so I don't have to sack 2 people this week. This is why I'm this frustrated.
Yeah. I'll send those details over tomorrow and we'll see if we can get some progress, because the simplest route is obviously valuations one.
Brother, I'll tell you what, Steve, right, between you and I, right, you can spin this. You can look really bloody great. And I'll tell you what, I don't do sarcasm. It's just asperges. So I'm only being straight. You come down here, our yard, our little unit, right? We have a couple of newspapers there, right? And we talk about how Luton Council is helping us through the scrap to pay for the charity, because I don't get donations, Steve. I got 1, 2 or 3 years ago from Amazon, but other than that, it's 600 quid a week out of my pocket. Do you know how much a waterproof, a waterproof sleeping bag is? 24 quid.
Yeah.
And they need waterproof ones because it rains. You know that, brother.
Yeah.
You know, the ladies need Tampax. People need toothpaste. People need woolly hats. They need to know that someone cares about them. Now, you're not my enemy. Right, I'm winding my neck in. But brother, this bureaucracy ain't going to work with me. So why don't you help, right? Come down, have some lovely pictures taken, and we can show how the council is directly helping the people that live in Luton. What's wrong with you? This isn't about me. I'm poor, buddy. But it's costing me 600 a week in sleeping bags. And you go and put me rates up. This is where you tell me that you didn't do it personally. God almighty, come on, just real talk, please.
Now, I'd say, starting point, we're going to have to get them to have a look at this valuations office thing, and then I'll send those details over and give an explanation of how the hardship one works as well. That's a starting point, and see what we can get from there.
I think, well, I'll tell you what, if me having to sack 2 people on Friday isn't hardship for you, then I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Because it'll be hardship for them, and I'm trying to choose who I'm sacking. It's really difficult, because they're all my friends. You tell me how, that's Sophie's choice, Steve, for God's sake. I've been sitting here nearly crying over this today. All I want to do, brother, is help people in Luton. The charity is funded by the scrap metal business, buddy.
Yeah. And I said, I can see what you've done in terms of the charity and that from your webpage and the details you've got on there. So if there's anything we can help with, I'm hoping that they'll be able to give you a nudge in the right direction.
No, I don't use the word hope, buddy. I survived cancer. I never hoped that I would survive cancer. Hope is a nonsense word used by bureaucrats. It's a rubbish word. I want to know, yes, we can, or no, we can't. And if the answer is no, we can't, I'll make the council look so bloody ridiculous. You have no idea. 75,000 people look at my spotted page in Luton. 75,000. And it can either say Luton Council's helping John help the homeless in Luton, or it could say something different. But I don't want it to. I want to work with the council. And you can hear my voice going, I had throat cancer. I'm smoking fags because you're talking to me, and you can hear my voice.
Yeah.
Not that you care.
I can't say anything to that, can I? You know I can't say anything to that because I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't have some sort of care for
Brother, you might have care, but I need results.
Yeah. If I can help you get those results,
If.
Yeah, it's a case of what can an individual do? I don't have the power to change this around myself. I can do as much as I can in terms of getting you the information, putting you in the right road, but then it's way above my pay scale, as I usually say, and it's other people that will come up with the decisions. But I know I'll put notes on the system. I'll put some notes on the system. I'll put some more on now, explaining the situation, what we've talked about today, and I'll get you that email out tomorrow. You'll have that by tomorrow afternoon.
Do you know how many people I have waiting for me on a Friday night? Over 30.
Yeah, I can imagine. Whereabouts you go? Is it centre town or out?
No, we go down to Manor Park. Sometimes we go into town when we find people sleeping in doorways, right?
Yeah.
It's all on video, Steve. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Why don't you do something to help me help them?
I will do as much as I can in terms of getting the information out to you.
No,
and
you're just going to send me an email that's 50 pages long and I'm not going to fill it out.
It won't be 50 pages.
I am not filling it out because it's so remarkably obvious what I am doing from that unit. You've got to be blind to not know.
Yeah, but you have to remember that the valuations people who make that decision aren't based in Luton. They're 40 odd miles away.
I don't care. Why do I care? When I've got 30 homeless people waiting for me on a Friday night, do you think they care either? Or do you think they'll care when I can't help them anymore?
No, what I'm saying, it's no use convincing just me because it's the evaluations office who need...
Well, you go and convince them then. You're the one who seems to believe everything I'm saying. If you believe it that much and you care about humanity, please go do something. So I don't have to sack 2 people on Friday, I only have to sack 1.
At starting place is getting that email and information out to you because they're going to need they will need some input from yourself.
I'm not filling it out. I'll just go to Facebook and make you all look stupid. And believe me, it will, and I don't want to do it. Believe me, I don't. I would rather say Luton Council have made a quick decision here to help this scrap metal charity feed homeless people in Luton. It's a great headline. God almighty, man, please, come on.
I can't make a promise because I know I can't fulfil some of these things.
Well, you promised me 255 quid a month. You didn't fulfil that, so you've never made me a promise that you've ever kept.
I got your visit, but
No, you didn't. You got me a visit by a man who didn't even know who you was. And I recorded that. I said, Steve Ransford. He goes, who? Ransford. Don't know who you're talking about, mate. And yet you told me you spoke to him 10 minutes before and the man didn't know your name. So he was withholding information. He either knew your name or he didn't, and he was playing silly buggers with me.
I said, we worked together for 10 years, so he probably did.
Well, do you want... I'll tell you what. I'll send you the audio of him saying he didn't know who you was. It's the truth. Okay. I can only work with the truth.
I will email you tomorrow, again in the afternoon, and we can have a look where it goes from there. Because, say, if we get the information, first one from this end here, the one that can be influenced by the council directly, is the hardship one. Okay.
Sir, look, I'm one of the only businesses in Luton who is putting his own money to try and help people in Luton, and it works. It's been working for years. But now, you've given me £400 extra to pay on a rates bill, and I've got to sack people or close a charity. This is real talk. This is really affecting people. Come on, Steve. You're human. This is humanity we're talking about, brother. Not me trying to be clever. I want to survive so I can carry on letting the scrap part fund the charity part so I can make people smile. You know, Steve, I've done 125 quid last week on groceries in Tesco's, which I gave out to old people in their homes. There's pictures of me doing it.
Starting point has got to be those emails tomorrow.
Now you're fobbing me off, buddy. I'm not going to fill them out.
Okay, fair enough. I'll send them anyway. You decide what you want to do with them, John, all right?
Oh, so you're really that bothered then, are you, Steve?
No, because I've told you now that what we can do, and you're saying you're not going to do a bit more yourself.
No, I'm not going to do it because I'm not having my rates put up because I've got a charity in the building, thanks very much. No, thank you. I can't afford them now.
If it gets charitable status...
But this, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Tariffs are affecting me now.
I'll send you the information out. You make a decision, all right?
I've given you my decision. You need to help me directly from the council.
I'll still send them out, and I'll also go back to the billing team and let them know your position, all right?
And what's my position, please, Steve, in your opinion?
You just explained it.
Well, you explain it to me in a paragraph, if you understand it so well.
I'll tell you what, I'll put it in an email tomorrow.
Basically, you want to wash your hands of this, brother, don't you?
No, I don't.
I love the way you're laughing down the phone when people are not going to get fed on Friday. I love that. I love the way you find it so humorous.
No, I think I find humorous is the bit you said about me washing my hands of it. That was available to me.
Get lost.